Hello students, welcome back to class 7 maths. As we are solving exercise 1.3 and we come to question number 7. The question is, in a class test containing 10 questions, 5 marks are awarded for every correct answer and -2 marks are awarded for every incorrect answer and 0 for questions not attempted. So this is the question and sub questions are given. But before that, what are the things are given, the information given that we will write first. That is, marks are awarded for every correct answer. It is how much? It is 5. For incorrect answer, it is -2. And for question not attempted, it is 0. So its first sub question, it is, Mohan gets 4 correct and 6 incorrect answers. What is his score? So out of 10 question, Mohan has corrected 4 correct answer and 6 incorrect answer. We have to find the score. So for that, first we will find the marks of 4 correct answer and marks of 6 incorrect answer. So here marks 4 correct answers is equal to, now total 4 answer. So first we will write what are the marks it is given. So first 4 correct answer multiply by marks for each correct answer, which is given 5. And 4 5s are, that is equal to 20. Now marks for 6 incorrect answer. So that is equal to 6 multiplied by marks for 6 incorrect answer each, which is given. For one incorrect answer it is -2. So for 6 incorrect answer it is 6 multiplied by -2. Plus minus minus, and 6 2s are 12. So answer is -12. So for that, total score is equal to marks for correct answer plus marks for incorrect answer. Correct answer it is 20 plus incorrect it is -12. 20 plus -12, that is 20 minus 12, that is 8. So the total score of Mohan is 8 marks. Second, Resma gets 5 correct answers and 5 incorrect answers. What is her score? So same way what we have done for Mohan, that we will do for Resma. Marks for 5 correct answer. So 5 correct answer multiplied by marks for each correct answer, which is 5. And 5 5s are, it is 25. Now marks for 5 incorrect answer, that is 5 multiplied by marks for each incorrect answer, which is given -2. 5 and -2, that is plus minus 5 2s are 10. So it is -10. So therefore total score of Resma will be marks for correct answer plus marks for incorrect answer. Keep in mind here, total 10 questions are given here, 5 correct and 5 incorrect. That means Resma has attended all the questions. So no attempted question will not come. So here marks for correct answer plus mark for incorrect answer is equal to, correct answer it is 25 plus for incorrect answer it is -10. 25 plus -10, that is 25 minus 10, which is 15. So Resma score is 15 marks. Third sum, Hina gets 2 correct and 5 incorrect answers out of 7 questions she attempts. What is her score? So first marks for 2 correct answer. That is total 2 answers she has given corrected, and for each answer the marks is 5. So 2 5s are 10. Now marks for 5 incorrect answer, that is total 5 she has attempted. Okay, here, and they are incorrected. So for each incorrect answer the mark is given -2, plus minus 5 to the, so it is -10. Now out of total 10 questions she has attempted 7 questions. So how many questions she has not attempted? That is total question minus C, questions not attempted is equal to total question, that is 10, minus how many she has attempted, that given 7. So 10 minus 7, that is 3. So marks for not attempted question, which it is equal to 3 multiplied by. Now for marks for question not attempted, it is given 0. So 3 multiplied by 0, that is equal to 0. So therefore total marks is equal to marks for correct answer plus marks for incorrect answers plus marks for not attempted question. Marks for correct answer, it is 10, plus marks for incorrect answer, that is -10, plus marks for not attempted question, which is 0. First this 10 plus -10, that is 10 minus 10, which is 0, and 0 plus 0, that is equal to 0. So here the score of Hina, it is 0. Next question, question number 8. A cement company earns a profit of rupees 8 per bag of white cement sold and a loss of rupees 5 per bag of grey cement sold. So what is the information given? That there is one cement company which gets profit on white cement for per bag rupees 8 and loss on one bag of grey cement, that is loss. That company is getting loss for grey cement per bag, it is given rupees 5. So first sum A. The company sells 3000 bags of white cement and 5000 bags of grey cement in a month. What is its profit or loss? So let's find. So first we have to find that there is profit or loss, and then we will find how much. So for that, first of all, whatever given, that we will use. So first it sells 3000 bags of white cement. Now as we know that white cement gives profit. So profit on white cement, that we will write. So profit on selling 3000 bags of white cement is equal to 3000 multiplied by profit per bag. So 3000 multiplied by profit per bag, it is rupees 8. So 8, 3000 multiplied by 8, that is 3 multiplied by 8, which is 24, and then 30. So it is 24,000. This is profit. Now let's find the loss. As we know that there is a loss when it sells grey cement. In total, that company has sold 5000 bags. So loss on 5000 bags of grey cement is equal to 5000 multiplied by loss per bag. So 5000 multiplied by loss per bag, it is rupees 5. 5000 multiplied by 5. 5 5s are 25. And then 30, so it is 25,000. So here 25,000 is loss. So here what is greater, loss or profit? So here we can see that loss is greater than profit. Why? Because 25,000 is greater than 24,000. Now we will find how much loss. So therefore total loss is equal to loss minus profit. Here loss is what? 25,000 minus profit, that is 24,000. So that is equal to 25,000 plus in the bracket minus 24,000, or we can do directly also, as this number is bigger than this number. So 25,000 plus minus 24,000, it is 1,000. So total loss is rupees 1,000. So here we will write the sign rupees, as there is a profit of rupees 24,000, loss of rupees 25,000, and total loss is rupees 1,000. Next, sum B. What is the number of white cement bags it must sell to have neither profit nor loss? If the number of grey cement bags sold is 6,400 bags. Now, as we know that when this company sells grey cement bags, it gets loss. So first we will find the loss on selling 6,400 grey cement bags. So that is equal to 6,400 multiplied by loss per bag, which is rupees 5. That is equal to, now we will do this multiplication. So at the end we will get 32,000. So there is 32,000 rupees loss. Now the question is, what is the number of white cement bags it must sell to have neither profit nor loss? That means profit should be, for this company, should be 32,000. Then only that company will get neither profit nor loss. So now we have to find the number of bags which this company has to sell of white cement bags to get neither profit nor loss. So let's do it. For that we will use cross multiplication. So here we will write number of bags and profit. And this is for white cement. As we know that for one bag the profit is rupees 8. So what will be the number of bags if the profit will be equal to loss, that is rupees 32,000. Let's do the cross multiplication. So here we will get number of bags, that is equal to this 1 multiplied by 32,000 divided by 8, and that is equal to 32 divided by 8, as we know that 8 ones are 8 and 8 fours are 32. This 0 will cut and it will come here. So answer is 4,000. So here number of bags is 4,000. Which number of bags? That is white cement bags. So here what we have done, first we have found the total loss for 6,400 bags. Now we have to find the number of the white bags that company has to sell to get neither profit nor loss. That means this is loss 32,000. For that company has to make profit of 32,000, and as we know that for white cement bags that company is getting profit, and so that's why we have used cross multiplication. As we know that for number of bags white cement it sells, it gets the profit. For one bag it gets the profit rupees 8. So what will be the number of bags for it gets profit of rupees 32,000? Cross multiplication we have done, so at the end we got the answer 4,000. So therefore we can write the answer as, so cement company has to sell 4,000 bags of white cement to have neither profit nor loss. Next question, question number 9. This is last question of exercise 1.3. Replace the blank with an integer to make it a true statement. A, minus 3 multiplied by dash, that is equal to 27. Here in the answer 27 is given, and here we have to find two integers whose multiplication is 27. Now here keep in mind, here one integer given which is negative. and answer we are getting which is positive. It is only possible when second integer will be negative, as we know that negative negative, positive, minus minus, plus. So here the integer will be negative, so that's why bracket and negative sign I have done. Now we have to find that integer. As we know that in for any two negative integer, the product is their product of whole numbers. So with 3, which number we can multiply? We get 27. So for that we have to use the table of 3, and when we speak the table of 3, we get 3 9s are 27. So the answer is minus 9. Minus minus plus 3 9s are 27. Same way B, 5 multiplied by this, that is equal to minus 35. Here the answer is in negative form, and here one integer is positive, and as we know that plus minus minus, so here the integer will be minus. Now in fifth table we know that 5 7s are 35. So 5 multiplied by minus 7, that is plus minus minus, 5 7s are 35. So answer is minus 35. So here fill in the blanks. The blank in blank, the answer will be minus 7. Next, sum C. Dash multiplied by minus 8 is equal to minus 56. Here minus integer, and in product we are getting negative integer. So this integer will be positive, because we know that plus minus, then only we will get minus. And in 8 table we know that 8 7s are 56. So answer will be plus 7. That is 7 multiplied by minus 8, that is plus minus minus, 7 8s are 56. So answer is minus 56. The product is minus 56. So our answer is 7. Next D, dash multiplied by minus 12, that is equal to 132. Here the product is positive, and here one integer is negative. So this integer will be negative only, because minus minus, then only we will get plus in product. Now in 12 table, at 12 11s are, we get 132. So here answer will be minus 11. Minus minus plus 11 multiplied by 12, that is equal to 132. So here this question 9 is over, and this exercise 1.3 is also over. Thank you.